I can't believe it. Those crazy bastards did it. They added ranked Brawl to Arena. So we're just going to jump into a game. I'm not even going to show you the deck. We're playing Spider-Man 2099. You're going to see what it does as we play. Alright, so I actually really like this hand. We're going to keep it. The opponent's going to start on the Storm-Carved Coast. We are going to start on the Flooded Strand so we can go fetch out our Surveil land at their end step. They're just going to pass. We're going to go wreck it. And grab a Thundering Pulse. Surveil Mystic Retrieval to the graveyard. We don't want it in our hand, actually. We want it in the graveyard because of flashback. Then, I'm going to play the Mountain Fiddle. Come on. There we go. We're going to pass the turn. If they don't do anything, then we will Arcane Infusion. Okay, they're actually going to not cast BB because they think we might have a counter, probably. Okay, we're going to take that. Then, we're going to play an island, and we're just going to pass the turn. Okay, they're going to play a thing. That's fine. It's not that bad. Untap. We will play a Cavern of Souls. I'm going to put it on human, because I think I have more humans in the deck than I do spiders. Then I'm going to play Uharis. End the turn. Shoot them for 2 and then pass. And then we'll hold up this Untimely Malfunction in case they have like a removal spell or something. Why would I not do this? Nice. Sweet. Okay, so then we're going to play... I'm going to play this on blue. I'm going to Mystic Retrieval to get back this Untimely Malfunction, and then that's going to allow Uharis to trigger at the end step. We will attack for 4. But at end step, shoot you in the face for 2, and then pass. Okay, they're going to play a VV, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to untap. We're going to play this island. I'm going to rebuff this to make them pick it up. Let's see what they see. So then, Untimely Malfunction of the Disruption Protocol and change the target to itself. Okay, sweet! Nice. Alright, this is a pretty keepable hand here. So, we've got Maximize Velocity for haste and +1/+1. Faithless Looting for flashback, Harmonize, Plot. I really like this hand. We've got a lot of ways to cast spells from other parts of the game than our hand. Sweet. So we're just gonna go get a Surveil land. We always start with that Surveil land, that Thundering Falls. I don't think I want another land right now. I've got plenty. That's a tap land. I don't want that right now. So we're just gonna plot this Highway Robbery. That's true. Worst case scenario, I can discard this to Faithless Looting. I know that these seem out of place, but I just like having them as extra lands that we can fetch out in case we don't need mana, so we can get more dual lands. But I don't always play them. A lot of the times I just end up discarding them if I can't do anything else with them. So I guess we're going to start with this Faithless Looting then. Get rid of the... yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of these 2. Then I'll play the Scalding Tarn. Go get a Steam Vents, untap, Talisman. And I'm doing a lot of damage to myself, but it's fine. And then end the turn. They're playing Simic, so if they're going to kill us, that's going to be through a whole bunch of damage all at once, not through chip damage, so I'm pretty comfortable spending my life here. They're going to play a land, Hinterland Harbor. Ooh, I didn't realize that had an arena printing. I thought it was just all the normal printing. Like, I didn't mean there was I didn't know there was a printing with the arena logo is what I meant. I'm going to play Uharis. Then I'm going to maximize velocity. Haste, double strike, vigilance. I'm going to smash in for 6, and let's see what they do. They're gonna take it. Interesting. So then I'm going to rebuttal their Llanowar. And then end step, shoot their commander. This way their commander goes back to the command zone. It's more difficult for them to recast it. They can't play both this turn. They have to rebuild before they can recast Human. That is unfortunate. What does this do? Return a creature. Okay, so actually, I have a solution. Highway robbery. Sacrifice a land. And then take action. Replay my commander. Play this Wooded Foothills. I'm actually going to crack it so I can grab a mountain. I'm going to foretell this and then pass. Shoot them in the face for 2. I held on to this Misty Rainforest because I was going to discard it to this Highway Robbery, and, you know, I didn't explain that, but I ended up having to sacrifice Uharis instead. Intrepid Paleontologist. Interesting. Okay, now we pass. Okay. So, I have 5 mana. Ooh, interesting. Well, let's play the Misty, sack it. I'm gonna go get an island. Do they have something? Oh, that's probably letting them back their Waterlog Road. I really hope they don't have anything. I'm gonna play this Black Blade Reforged. Maximize velocity. Discard the Arcane Signet. This is gonna be my non-hand card for the turns. And then put the Black Blade on Uharis. And then this is where they make me sad, isn't it? Bruh. Okay. Yep. That happened. But that's fine. We can just recast Uharis next turn, and we have Behold the Multiverse. We can also equip, and then Rennie's rebuff, because it should be big enough. Post-equip. The fact they're still holding up 4 mana makes me really discomforted. Oh, that's unfortunate. They can also exile the rebuff. Oh, they're not going to. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to Uharis. Equip again. And then rebuff to pick up this. Wow, interesting. I mean, that's fine. I don't care about your little 4/4. And I am gonna shoot this in the face to get rid of it. Yeah, they're gonna play their cannon now into a Midnight Clock. Okay, I actually don't feel that bad about them having a Midnight Clock. Because sink into Super, pick up Kinnan. Hopefully this resolves. Good. And then I attack for 14. Great. Hell yeah. Let's go. Plat 2, baby. Alright. We are here for game number 3, and I don't like this hand. It has things that I want. Runechanter's Pike gives us a huge boost in power. Commander's Plate is good protection. We've got a bunch of things that we want to be doing, but I just don't have enough lands. So we're going to send this back. This is better. I have 3 lands. I can foretell this. This gives me haste and a power boost. This lets me pick something up. I have a little bit of ramp. I'm going to keep this. And I'm going to put back the Shadow Skull Smashing, actually. They're playing Wrath and Mikey. I have had trouble against this deck because I don't play any counters. I play Sink into Stupor, but that's it. Because Uharis really benefits from playing on our turn. It doesn't care if we do things on our opponent's turn. But we're going to play Wooded Foothills and pass. We're going to fetch out our Surveil land at the end step. Game Trail. Interesting. They're going to relay the forest into a Lana Wiles. That's fine. We're going to go back our that for a Thundering Fall. I'm going to keep the Brazen Borrow, actually. I'm going to play the Flooded Strand. And I'm going to go grab an island. So that way I can clean, pick up this Lana Wiles. This is going to slow down their ramp just a little bit. I think slowing them down as much as possible is what we need to be doing. That's the best way to beat this deck, is to kill them before they can even get Wrath and Mikey. Can't do anything about things like Farseek, but I can slow down their mana dorks. Okay, this is an interesting card, but it doesn't do anything right now. I need to get down Solar Transformer. Since I'm missing my land drop, at least I can play some kind of ramp. Maybe instead of keeping the Brazen Bar, I probably should have been digging for a land. That's probably going to end up being my downfall, is just not having enough mana to do what I want to do. The good news is I can actually play Uharis next turn and just shoot down their land, so that's helpful. Okay, there's a land too, so I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Uharis. I'm going to foretell this Dual Strike. So to end step, shoot the land. So they still only have 5 mana. They can't Wrath and Mikey this turn. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, another land. Sweet. Okay. So maybe... So... Play Dual Strike. Wild Ride, Brazen Borrower. Let's start with the Petty Theft and pick up Core Claw, make sure it works. Okay, sweet. So then if we Dual Strike, that gives this 6, 7, 8. So that's 16, 24 damage. I think I do it. So Dual Strike, Wild Ride. And then attack for 8, 16 with Double Strike, and then shoot you in the face for another 8. Oh, actually, do this. And then post-combat, because it has Vigilance, I can shoot you for 11. There we go. Nice. They didn't even get a turn. I knew I was right on the right philosophy there. I've struggled with this deck in the past, but I've learned that the best way to beat them is to just kill them before Wrath and Mikey even get a chance to do anything. Alright, this is actually a pretty solid hand. Our commander is Uharis, the Storm Spinner. This is Spider-Man 2099 in paper. You can't cast Uharis during the first, second, or third turns of the game. It has Double Strike and Vigilance, and at the beginning of our end step, if we played a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than our hand, deals damage equal to his power to any target. So we're going to start by playing this Bloodstained Mire. Pass the turn, we're just going to go get a Surveil land at their end step. They're going to play an island into a Mind Stone. Mind Stone's fine. We will go get our Surveil land. Thundering Falls. I will bend the Mana Confluence. I don't really want that right now. Reflecting Pool was actually pretty good. Then I'm going to foretell this Dual Strike, because it's going to be pretty good later on. They can play Urza this turn if they want. Yep, they are. They get a construct, which does make 1 mana if they want it. So we still have 1 more turn before we can even play Uharis. I think I'm going to start with a Faithless Looting to try to go digging and see if we can find anything. Okay, ooh, okay. So I actually kind of want to get rid of this haste magic then, since we drew Reckless Charge. Yeah, let's go to the haste magic and the island. I'll play the Scalding Tarn, get down the Shadow Spear, / Donnie's Bow, if it resolves. And then we will pass the turn. They have 6 mana this turn, at least. They can always play stuff and make more. But next turn is actually going to be pretty insane. Wow, just an island. Wow, that was a pretty bad spin. Mystical Tutor to go find something. Yeah, this shuffles the library. Okay, so they're going to go get a Time Warp for next turn. Interesting. So we're going to crack this and go get one of these tap lands. I like to get Volatile Fjord. So we're going to play this mountain. Then, so I want to try to win the game this turn, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I think I'm just going to play Uharis. What is this? Ooh. Okay. End the turn. Shoot this. I'm going to untimely malfunction their Time Warp target to make it target us. Oh, I hope this works. Do it. You know you want to. Give us that sweet, sweet value. Because if we get to steal their Time Warp for 2 mana, we're just going to untap and have a really good time. We can spend the first turn equipping our Donnie's Bow, and then the second turn we can go all in on Reckless Charge and the Dual Strike. Change the target to us. Yes. All right, I'm gonna play that. Then I'm gonna get down the Basilisk Collar. I'm gonna smash in, and then for a second turn, we're going to Dual Strike, Reckless Charge, and then maximize altitude. We're going to attack for 20 in the air. Sweet. That was the best untimely malfunction I've ever had, turning an opponent's Time Warp into our Time Walk. That's everything for Spider-Man 2099. I'm going to leave the full deck list in the background for you while I talk about the future of this channel. I haven't been uploading as much as I want to because I have been really burnt out on Magic. It takes a lot for me to find the energy to want to play Magic, and whenever I do find the energy, I don't feel like recording and then editing those games. I just want to play a game or two and then move on. So I think for the future of this channel, so that way I can actually maintain an upload schedule, I'm just going to start uploading videos for whatever I find most interesting in the moment. Lately, I've been getting into comic books, so I'm going to be doing a video about Squirrel Girl and her battle with Galactus here soon. I'm working on some Marvel Rival stuff. I may do videos about Fallout or Skyrim or Invincible or whatever I have the most interest in the moment. Just whatever I want to talk about, I'm going to take the time to talk about it. I'm not just going to focus on one genre like I have been in the past. Whether you're here for just Magic content or you're here for any kind of content from me, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm going to be exploring all kinds of topics, just anything that I find general interest in. That being said, as far as Magic is concerned, if you are looking for a new Commander deck, you can check out our sponsor ThursdayNightMagic.com and use code TNM10 for 10% off your order. This is the Time Wizard signing out, and I'll see you next time.